Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the WyoSports video blog. I'm Robert Gagliardi, Senior Editor of WyoSports, here to talk about Game 3 for the University of Wyoming football team at Washington State, Saturday, 6:40 p.m. Mountain Time start at Martin Stadium in Pullman. And, well, again, just like last week, no sense to really rehash the previous week's game against Eastern Michigan. Another long day for the Cowboys. Lost, didn't have starting quarterback Cam Kaufman because of a knee. Backup quarterback Josh Allen looked good in his brief time, but got drilled on a run, and he's out for the season with a shoulder collarbone injury. But good news this week, Kaufman's back, and that should help the offense. And, the offense, look, 430 yards rushing, that's pretty impressive. And really, if everyone who saw the game, that's all Wyoming could do. Nick Smith, the redshirt freshman, third-string quarterback, to his credit, did what he could, but that's a tough spot to be put in for any third-string quarterback. But, everyone in the building around the state knew Wyoming was going to run the ball and still did. So maybe that's a good sign, but obviously we'll need to be more balanced Saturday at Washington State, and Kaufman should be able to do that. You look at this game, and look, it's kind of a contrast to styles. Wyoming's going to want to run it and control the clock and hopefully finish drives, where Washington State could throw it around all over the place, score fast, and it's kind of a, opposing will, so to speak. I think Wyoming's best chance is to keep the ball on offense, eat up clock, finish drives, and keep Washington State's offense off. I mean, they're almost averaging 400 yards through the air per game. Got a lot of good wide receivers, a quarterback, even though he's just a sophomore, and Luke Falk, who's winging around pretty good. So to me, that's Wyoming's best defense, but Wyoming's defense will have to be on the field, and it's a myriad of things that need to be fixed. They got too many big plays, missed assignments, bad angles to the football, missed tackles, the list goes on and on. But I think what's important here, and even with guys on the offense, this is a disappointing start. And I don't know if anyone, even the most optimistic or pessimistic Wyoming fans, saw this coming. But I think it's important for this coaching staff to keep coaching these guys and keep coaching them up, instilling confidence. Don't, not necessarily blowing smoke at them, work on the things that they need to work on, and there's plenty. But I think they need to keep coaching them up, because the last thing you want to see is have these guys, the players, check in mentally, and we haven't seen that, and that's a good sign. Although it's 2 games into the season, you wouldn't want to see that at any point, but I think that's a big key for Wyoming in this game. You're going to see a 3-4 defense from Washington State. They're big up front, bigger than any front that Wyoming's seen so far. We saw against North Dakota in the opener, the 3-4 gave them some fits, but Washington State, teams have run on them. They're giving up about 215 yards per game rushing. That may bode well for Wyoming on Saturday, so hopefully that's something to build off of. And if they can continue to do those things, we'll see. Maybe they can do something. It was interesting. Remember last year when they played at Fresno State, things weren't going well for Wyoming. Going to Fresno is never easy, and they were the West Division champions, and Wyoming went in there and hammered them. I'm not expecting that on Saturday. But stranger things have happened, and that's why you play the game. So senior Tyrann Finley gets put in the starting lineup at cornerback to add a little speed. We'll see if that helps Wyoming's defense. Should also help having DJ May back, the junior linebacker who missed last week's game due to suspension. So every little bit can help. But looking at this, I'm hoping for the best, but I think it's going to be a long day or long evening in Pullman for the Cowboys. I'm not sure if they can move the ball enough to score, keep the ball away from Washington State, and I don't know if the defense has enough in it to stop or at least even contain this high-powered offense. Hope I'm wrong, but I'm going with the final score: Washington State 48, Wyoming 14. That'll do it for this week's edition of the WyoSports video blog. For more University of Wyoming sports coverage, see the Wyoming Tribune Eagle and Laramie Boomerang, and log on to wyosports.net. Thank you very much. Enjoy the games, everybody.